Oh, that's a big buck. Are you kidding me? No way! So once again, here we are in deer hunting camp, and after last week's video where we shot our first big buck in the game, I am fully hooked. So, like last time, I've gone out, started a new map, planted food plots, hung stands, all that good stuff, and we are ready to head in to big male acres. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the compound bow. I liked what we did last time with 3 rifle hunts and 3 archery hunts, so we're gonna do that again. And we're going to head straight to our first spot with, on this map, only 1 food plot. So you kind of see here the layout of the map, and you can see down by like the 3 and the 2, the trail cameras down there, there are 2 deer trails that run really close together. So we'll probably spend a morning hunt down in that area. I might wait till rifle season though. So if we get deer up in the plot, we can kind of move up and try to get into a position for a shot on those. For now, evening hunts have been our best friends, so we're gonna go jump in the stand at the plot, and hopefully the deer are gonna be working those trails. Oh, I see a deer taking off too. I don't know if we're gonna get eyes on it. Something, it was like right up in there. And you can actually, you can use Q to like walk slowly, which is effectively crouching. Like, the dev actually commented this, I believe, on a Steam post, and he said it works the same way. I've seen deer really close, not spook from walking, so I'm gonna hope maybe it wasn't actually fleeing, it was just kind of walking along. There's our stand, by the way. You can see those white things on the trees? Those are trail markers that I decided to post mostly if we're trying to get here in the dark, but hopefully, whatever that was either didn't spook or comes back. And you can see I went ahead and went back to soybeans. That's mostly to be able to monitor the plot with trail cams, actually. Don't see that deer standing anywhere close, so I'm gonna guess it's spooked. Maybe it'll come back. And if not, that one, oh, I do see it. Maybe it didn't spook. So what is that? That is actually like a 120-ish buck. I've got to stand right there too. Had we gotten in that one, probably we would have spooked him. We'll see if he ends up working his way over here. That is one I would be thrilled to take with the bow. I think that's a doe. Yeah, walking along the edge of the plot there too. Kind of interesting. We are basically at the intersection of 2 trails again, where they come up to the plot here. So far, everything's been a little bit away, but that can be good learning experience. I would definitely say the other end of the plot, that stand, might be where we want to go. Okay, he's headed back. I'm really not sure if like hitting a grunt call or anything is useful. The way he's walking right now is pretty good, so I'm probably not going to touch anything. Is there a trail? There is. There's one that comes like through the plot and right under us. Actually, you can see like where it runs there. If he ends up on that, we'll be in a great spot. Actually, just in general, if he keeps walking that direction and heads through the plot, we should be good. What? Okay, that's the first time I've seen that. I don't know what he just climbed, but okay. Just out there feeding in the soybeans, and now, like, moving stands doesn't even make a lot of sense. He's perfectly between. That was kind of cool. Neat little animation, like checking his surroundings kind of thing. We need him pretty close here to be in realistic bow range. I thought I just heard something. So we better kind of keep an eye around, but I also want to make sure we know where he's going. Oh yeah, there's a buck behind us too. That is a little forky buck. That's probably 25 to 30 yards. I think we could get that. But with this other buck out here in the soybeans, that's just not something that we're gonna do. He's just creeping closer. That kind of got him moving. Maybe the grunt call actually can do stuff. I think that angle would work if he just keeps moving that way. We've had it a couple times where he's walking at us. This is at least the most encouraging we've seen. Getting good and close. Trying to see where he's roughly going to say come out of the beans. I'm going to guesstimate he's maybe in like the 45 range now. I think he actually is. He's either, there's the trail. He's either going to hit that or he's just coming into the call. Oh. He should stop. They don't just run forever when they do this. There's no like stop deer button, unfortunately. He's through our shooting lane though. I don't know how to... The only way to let the draw down, I think, is right click, but... How do I... Okay. Can I just hold full draw forever? He's walking through here. Oh, this could work. I think maybe middle pin here? Holding a full draw 4 forever. Oh, perfect. That took forever. Oh my goodness. Okay. Definitely got him. I do feel like it was back. We may need a blood trail because we can't see anything. That was actually really cool. Okay. So he would have been... We're still like slow walking. He was somewhere right here on this trail. Is our arrow laying around here? Oh, there's the arrow. So he should have been... Was he that close? I guess so. Can we find some blood as a starting point? There's some blood. Okay. So, roughly this... Oh, there he is. Perfect. He's piled up right next to this little stump here, so we couldn't see him. Not too bad. I think that might make him our best archery buck. Bad direction to shoot. There we go. Got him out of there. Not too bad. So he'll be right in the area of 120. We've had a couple with like this basket 8 rack before. What direction do we want to go? We're probably better just bringing the UTV right through this stuff. The only thing is, I don't want to lose where he's at. Let me just bring him right out to this transition, and then I think we'll bring the UTV over. I think we ought to be able to find him here. So, gonna be a long walk back, but man, I've never played a hunting game that gives me that, like, helpless feeling that you get so often when you're deer hunting. Because you can do all you want, calls and all that stuff, it still depends if the deer walk your way. And I think because the grunt call doesn't necessarily just draw them in every time, and I'm really not sure if it brought him in that time or not, you're left to the mercy of what they do, and it really gives that realistic feeling. So there's our buck laying right here. Go ahead and load him up. I'm curious what he'll score. Good looking deer. That's kind of neat, actually, like recovering him in the woods. We always drag him out to the road first, but this spot, probably I should be taking the UTV halfway to the stand. But in this particular case, we got there and either bumped that buck that we just shot or almost bumped him. And I'm not so sure, like, if we bring the UTV, maybe he does take off. Now, something I'd love to do today, and I'm sure I'm jinxing it as I say this on Hunt 1. I'd love to get 6 deer in 6 days, fill up this little plaque thing. So he is, dang, he's nearly 150 pounds. He is 145 and a 115 score, so score-wise, with that particular rack, probably the lowest we've had, I still think he's our biggest bow buck. I don't know if we've had better than Forky's, so 2 days of archery remaining. We'll get a quick screenshot of that. Let's see, can we get 2 more plaques here? Hopefully with some scores and stuff. I'd like to get all bucks. I would get a doe, just to get all 6 if we can do it. Okay, just a doe. Against my own better judgment, I grabbed the UTV and decided to bring it up here to the fork in the road. Still gonna do that because we brought it this far. Maybe I'll stop a little bit shy just because there was a deer there already. And I wonder, like, the further you get into this game, are there more deer that show up or something? I swear, we struggled so bad the first time we played just to see stuff. 2 bucks a hunt isn't uncommon at this stage, and we're seeing more big bucks too. That looked like a very large bodied deer. I think there's 2 deer over there. I can see antlers from here. Oh my goodness. Okay, not a giant, but like a decent buck, similar to what we just shot. That's what I'm saying. I swear we see more deer. So I tried the other stand, and I'm very much wondering if that was the correct call. I guess we'll just start doing the same thing. Hit a little grunt call. See if maybe he swings this way. Now, he's going to cross the barbed wire fence over there. That might be what that buck climbed, by the way. We saw him do that. He may have been getting, like, onto the property. Something is on camera, and it shouldn't be those deer. Can't be that camera. Oh, just missed it. That's down there at our 2 deer trail stand. I've got another camera that faces the other way that it'll probably walk in front of eventually. I mean, it's a whole party out here, except for that guy's a little bit late. All these other deer are right in here. It's actually neat to watch them, like, go along and feed in the plot and stuff too, but I am hoping, because even that other doe is making her way this direction, hopefully, better late than never, this guy does the same thing. Oh, there's another. Oh, that's a good buck. same area as the one across the plot. He stops. I think we're going for this. We just need him to slow up. There's plenty of room. Just stop out there. Oh my goodness, what a place. Okay, as soon as he starts walking, I'm guessing we're a little further this time. Maybe high with the red pin. Just step out from underneath there. Hopefully don't run. What a place with the vitals perfectly blocked. Come on. There we go. Aim a little high. Oh, you can see the blood too. That was neat. The other buck heard it, I think. But is it even going to go anywhere? I wanted to switch to binoculars. Let's do it. I wanted to make sure we watch him go down. I'm amazed he's still going. There we go. Gonna crash right on the other end of the plot. That was pretty... I've never seen so many deer. Maybe next time, depending on how this goes, we'll need to do all 6 archery days. This is ridiculous. And all those deer don't even know anything happened. Cool. Well, you can't kill 2 deer in one hunt. I think you can still draw the bow back now, which, I really... Oh, L takes it down. Okay, anyway. I'm pretty sure once we bring this guy back, it doesn't let us draw the bow, and I'll try to remember to show you that. There's the blood going through the plot, not too bad. And he should be laying... Did he make it to the road? Right on the road. This might be the first one we don't even need to drag. Probably, if anything, we hit a little high, but we were up pretty high, so the angle would have been about right. Just gonna get a screenshot of that. First buck that we don't need to drag. And in a sense, I was kind of tempted to wait and see if a bigger buck came out, but man, at some point, especially if we're trying to get 1 buck tag filled every day, an opportunity like that, we just gotta go for it. And I'll tell you another thing too, like, I wanted to do that morning hunt. Evening hunts are treating us super, super well. I think we're just gonna stick with it. Not too bad. So 2 decent archery bucks now, and I'd like to once again point out, we've seen more 8 points this hunt than Forky's, which was never the case prior to this. So officially then, get the score and the weight. He's over 150, he weighs 160 and scores 123, so he's definitely our best bow buck. And now if I try to draw my bow, you're done hunting, only 1 deer harvest allowed per hunt. That's, I suppose, why there's room for 6 plaques. Obviously, if you would kill 1 deer every hunt, can't have more than that. Not too bad. Well, hopefully moving in the right direction, and hopefully, by the end of this, we can even top our, I think it was 157 from last time, but on to the last day of archery. There's deer out here already, 3 deer. I think all does. I still can't tell without one in the back. Yeah, that's a doe as well. This really makes me wonder if you do have the same population of deer, like, throughout the entire season. There's a buck. He's about the size of the one that we didn't shoot last on, and, like, in the same area, too. This is kind of what I'm getting at. And maybe the bucks you shoot are replaced by others? I don't know if there's ever a way to, know that for sure, but one thing I do know for sure, I'd be thrilled to go 3 for 3 with 120-ish whitetail in archery season. We got a doe sneaking in here. That other buck, last I saw, he was heading off, like, way out that direction. And I kind of think where he's going to go is down to the 2 trails that run parallel to each other. But I think we'll stay here. Maybe this doe will just feed around. If it gets real late, we could go for that. But we have the time, and we saw it. Like, this area, apparently the deer really like it. Well, it's getting pretty darn dark. And no sign of anything else happening. That doe came through. She's fed off, so not one that we can, maybe try to get at last light. And based on the amount of time left, I really don't know that we even could make the shot, get the deer loaded up, and get it back to camp before the session ends. So I think, sadly, we're going to go 2 for 3 here in archery. I guess we'll wait it out, but I think we're going to be on to rifle when it comes to trying to fill that big buck tag again. And I figure we had to do at least 1 morning hunt. And in rifle season, where if things don't go perfectly, we can still, make a longer shot or whatever, I figure that's going to be best. So we're going back to the stand that we started out in, mostly because we can shoot across the plot if they come out that way. but it also gives us an ability to shoot on this end. I do believe the range at which you can shoot isn't super far, so I think that's going to be best. And I mentioned this in the last video, I'm pretty sure the wind is always good, but seems fine here too. There's already a doe moving into the plot. I mean, it is super early. Walking right under our other stand, that's the stand there. That would seem to be a good sign. I don't think I've seen it snow before. That's kind of neat. Hopefully that's a sign of big bucks to come. That doe's still feeding her way across the plot. There was a second one that showed up real quick, but I don't know where she ended up. Oh, there's a buck. I think a forky. Let's not just open up the trail camera. That chipmunk or whatever it is right under the stand is so loud. How even did I do that? Either way, that is certainly nothing special, but should it come to it, we could punch a tag with that. There are 2 deer walking right at us. That doe's there. There's that forky again. I mean, we're getting close to about halfway through. I'll be honest, I'm really considering it. Let's see if he comes out to the plot. If he's gonna feed, we'll wait. If he's just passing through, I kind of think we just punch that tag. He's heading out here now. I just don't think he's gonna spend any time feeding. I mean, he's kind of trotting off already, so see if he'll stop. Maybe we can get him at that. Oh, yeah, that got him. Well, we'll take that, especially considering things slowed down so much in that last hunt. I know I just saw something take off over there. It might have been that doe that was coming out. I'm guessing it was. The UTV is literally right back there, though. And I'm hoping, you know, if there is anything to there being the same population of deer throughout a season and maybe killing bucks gets you more bucks, maybe we take this guy out and that helps us in the long run. It is kind of neat. You can see your breath when you're breathing really hard like this and stuff, too. Gonna go ahead and jump in the UTV. He is literally straight ahead here. We'll get him loaded up. Not one that we're gonna be, you know, taking a bunch of screenshots of. There are, like, a lot of forky racks, I guess it seems. I've never seen a true spike, but at least 3 or 4 of those that have been unique, so that's kind of neat anyway. We'll get him back. That's going to push us just shy of the 400 inches of antler season goal, and we've got 2 days to go. So not going to be spectacular, but especially after having that doe walk under us the last day of archery there and then letting it get away and not filling any tag, he's 98 supposedly. I wouldn't have predicted him scoring that high, but either way, nearly 100 inches. Let's get back, regroup, and we'll go back to evening hunts because they just seem to like us better. That's a little more like it. Probably still in that 120 range. Might actually be similar frame anyway. We are just in here again though, and the question is, if we get him to the plot, is that a shot we're gonna take? It probably is. But that would leave us with only 1 day left. Now, we shot our big one on the last day last time, but do we want to leave that to chance? I guess we'll see. I think I figured out something the grunt call can do. That's twice in a row I got that to happen. He's walking right under us. We hit the grunt call and he stops. Could that actually be a way to stop, like, let's say, the first or second buck we shot? They were kind of on the move quickly. That's something to mess with. Still don't really want to fill that tag at least this early, but at least he's out here. And hopefully we'll hang around a while in case we don't see anything else. Are you serious? There's another forky buck here. I mean, we know that like 120-ish was over there across the fence, but I don't know. I'm going to probably say odds are there's not like 4 different bucks around. So I think at this point, this guy, whenever he works his way out, will probably try to go for it. And something else we'll do is maybe attempt to stop him when he sort of gets out here broadside. He's going to cross through the branches there. As soon as he gets, he's going to stop and feed. As soon as he gets on the other side of that little sapling, that was him jumping that fence, by the way. And that is, unfortunately, the other forky, not the 120 buck. Kind of neat to see, actually, though. By the way, he is making a beeline right for this other buck. I'm not aware of any deer interactions, but I kind of want to at least see what's going on, because he ran over, jumped the fence, and he's walking right to him. Oh, gonna run at him? Is it just pure luck? I guess so. In that case, try to stop this guy. I think that's what we wanted. That flop forward thing they do is ridiculous. So the first 4 key we had came all the way back, but this was kind of the one I wanted to stop, so it still ended up going for him instead. He's going to be laying right there. And one thing this will do, at least as far as the season goals go, it will put us back over the 400 inches of antler goal for the second time in a row. Still hoping to get a better buck, and man, after that hot start, I thought for sure we'd be killing a big one today, but we got one more chance at it. And you know, ironically, I think we're roughly in the same position we were last time, going into the last day. I think we had killed 4 bucks. Maybe it was 3 bucks, I don't remember for sure, but either way, couple of 4 keys, couple of decent ones. That guy was 86 score, 127 pounds. 1 day to go. Let's see if we can do just a bit better. Oh, that's a big buck. Are you kidding me? No way. Actually, no way. What the heck? I just got out of the UTV. I left it feet behind me, and I thought, okay, let's do something different. Let's sneak to the stand, just in case. I don't know where we kicked him up at, and we got that lead perfect and dropped him. No way. That's a nice buck. Twice in a row. Boy, he might be bigger than the last one, too. Twice in a row, we killed a stud on the last day. Completely different rack. Almost a chocolate rack. I think he's a 10.2. Yeah. Dude, what? How even does that happen? Want to get a screenshot of him there. We have all day to take nice screenshots. Oh my goodness. Let's get him down onto the road and try to get... Oh, that was so cool. I'm going to try to grab like a quick frame there from the video, because there was a point where it pulled that rack up really nice. That like almost reddish color to it is really, really nice. Almost like he's been rubbing the cedars that are around. That's a decent look there. Maybe get one from this side. I mean, he's got nice long tines. I'm curious if he'll outscore the last one or not. I swear he's got longer points, but the other one was a 12 point. So UTV's back there. I'm going to just drag him all the way back and try to find, I mean, something like that. Drag him and everything. Pretty good look. Not bad. We're unfortunately just leaving the sun there, but we'll see what else we can do. Oh, that... We got him set up there. His nose is a little bit underground, and you can't, like, crouch or anything. That shows the rack as good as we're going to get it. Just a nice, kind of darker antler 10 point. Really cool. What I wanted to do was actually set him up and see where we hit him. And I don't see the impact. I guess it would have been in this side. If anything, I guess it's going to be low in the shoulder because it's not visible there. By the way, there's the shot, right perfectly in the shoulder. I just got him in here to the sun. Kind of decent view there. The grass sort of obscures the rack, but we're right here next to the UTV. Gonna mess around with this for a little bit, and then we'll get him back to camp. Oh, well. So now, he's on the UTV. Let's at least pull him into the sun. Not too bad. Really, this game, in my opinion, is a trophy lodge away from being one of the best whitetail hunting games maybe I've ever played. The realism, as I talked about, I think it was with the first buck, waiting on him to come in. And then, in this particular case, walking to our stand, I love that that's still a possibility. Even though the game is so built around hanging your stands, reading the sign, finding the trails, sheds, rubs, all that good stuff, food plots, you still can, clearly, be effective from the ground. And we just got either our biggest or our second biggest buck doing exactly that. So let's go ahead and get him on the scale. I never had a proper sense of how big he was, like body-wise. There is some form of true size, or whatever you want to call it, but because of how fast things happen, I just don't know. Right about the same as our last one, 180-ish or so. He's going to be 162. That makes him our biggest buck, 186 pounds. Not too bad. I love that the scale works, too. Super, super cool. If there was something to remove the HUD as well, and if we could just crouch to get down there and get like a better view of the rack, that is a cool looking buck. So, we might as well head back, maybe get one more photo at that angle. We've got our 5 bucks, and man, if we just could have made something happen on that last day of archery, we could have gotten all 6, but that means we'll be coming back here at least one more time, probably more. I really love this game, but I want to get 6 deer, ideally 6 bucks in one season. Let's go and see the eval though. So final look at the year, 584 inches of antler. Is that not like exactly what we had last time? It was very close. So it must have been 2 Forkies, 2 120-ish bucks, and that 157. I swear that's almost exact, but we got the outstanding eval once again. Obviously, in that particular map, the food plot acreage was going to be lower. I wonder, though, if having the one plot was part of our success. I mean, we saw so many deer that time, and in that last hunt, we never even got in a stand. I mean, really, really cool, but 5 of these 6 deer harvests for the golds, everything else was met. One of these days, we're going to get all of them accomplished, but for now, that was an absolute blast. Big male acres produced a big male indeed, 162-inch buck, 162 10-point. And just a really cool looking deer on the run walking to our stand. What a way to wrap up what is, I guess, our 3rd season here in deer hunting camp. And as I said, no doubt more to come. But on that note, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.